Will, we've got a new challenge this week.
Well, first we should explain what we've been doing these Discord challenges for a little bit now. The first one, we had people try to complete episode 2 as fast as they could, and they did that a lot faster than I think either of us expected was going to be possible.
Yes.
Like by a good 5 minutes easy there. This week's is good. It's really straightforward. Kill as many aliens as you can.
Okay, but there's a twist.
Well, yeah.
Always. So now you could just have kill as many aliens you want, and then it's just how long do you want to stay in our game? And then at some point you're going to want to go to bed and stop playing.
Yeah.
But for us, it's some risk reward. You can't wipe.
Yeah. No fails.
I almost wanted to say no downs.
I think no downs is impossible. Because like somebody will get grabbed off a ledge or something like that. That's not just. There's no justice there.
So that means in episode 1, where you pick up the data card.
Yeah.
There's a point where you have to decide, oh shit, we are not going to last much longer. I just need to grab that data card. That's going to be the number of aliens we kill.
They're kind of two places, because the park finale, I think, goes on forever as long as you don't shut the door, right? I think there's some high risk. There's high risk in multiple places here, I guess.
There's some choices to be made for sure.
Yeah.
And so it'll be interesting to see what people do. And these are all just kind of rough ideas. These are not like, hey, this is the way the game's going to go forward. These are really like, hey, this informs us a bunch of how players interact with the game and think about it. And does it feel good to win or have a high skill level at that? Or does that feel really bad playing it that way and you want to go back to playing it the old way? And so these are just experiments as we start leading up to, and this one in particular, as we start leading up to something we're going to work on next. And so one of the things that we really appreciate about a lot of different games, a lot of different co-op games do a holdout mode or survival mode where players stay together. Well, first, the reason why we like this is there's a planning moment. It's social.
Yeah.
You're like, we are going to kick something off. Let's make some plans of what we're going to do this time, because last time we failed horribly. And then you're going to hold out. Now, maybe it's wave-based and you get breaks between and you get visited by a meta compiler. Maybe it ends when you die. Maybe it ends after a certain number of levels, and then you judge that. Like, we will do that with you. And in fact, so much are we going to do that with you. This Friday, we're doing a town hall where we want you to talk with us and work out what are the first shots we're going to do at this. We're going to stand something up as quick as we can, start playing it with the community, and start learning things. And so it really is going to be designed alongside the community. And so we welcome everybody. While we want to do this little update today, is we welcome everybody this Friday to come to our Discord, discord.gg/StrayBombay at 9 a.m. Pacific time, 9 a.m. early. So the European,
which is like 5 p.m. UTC, I think, if you're in Europe.
And come visit us, come talk with us, and let's figure out what you want to see in this mode together, because we'll all be playing this together.
Yeah, and this is like, so the idea is we know we want a holdout mode, but after that, like we haven't even had the internal conversation yet. Like we haven't had the internal brainstorming for what kind of tools we want to give, how we want it to work. Like, do people like infinite holdouts? Do people like holdouts that are like, what's the best time that you can get to do 10 rounds? Do you want to just have the enemies never stop and have occasional refresh moments, but no real downtime? Do you want to have downtime that you can then re-trigger the events? Like, we want to know what you all like and what games you've liked have done this. We want examples of things you liked and don't like. And we want to have a conversation, just like we do with everything that we do.
And we want trip mines.
So trip mines we have to have. Yeah, that's non-negotiable.
You should suggest trip mines in the meeting so that I can go, yes.
Yeah.
And we'll get those. But like, yeah, what is a win state? Do you want to be able to compare your score to your friend's score? Or do you want this just to be social and not have that pressure?
Like, I don't know. Is this a leaderboard opportunity? I love a leaderboard sometimes, but sometimes leaderboards just make me feel sad because I'm not as good at the game as everybody else. So, that's these are all the questions we want to talk about. And I was gonna say, so Friday morning, it's going to be you and me and Ryan, who's one of our gameplay designers, and Dan, who's working with modders and has done some holdout mode stuff in the past. And we're all just going to sit down and we're going to talk about it a little bit. And we'll take some questions and we'll talk about the questions, and then we'll keep going. We did this a couple of weeks ago for like 30 or 45 minutes and had a lovely chat about controller options and kind of the gameplay sandbox, the gunplay sandbox.
And be clear, like, it's not even just questions. Like, those don't ask us like questions on our thoughts. Propose yours. Like, what do you like about when you play it in Killing Floor? Or what do you like when you play it in Call of Duty Zombies? Or, whatever the experience is for these kind of modes. What is the thing that drives you to want to play them more? What do you like about them? What do you want to see more of besides trip mines? Like, just let us know. And that is how we're going to build this out. And you'll get this kind of, we really wanted to show behind the process of what it looks like. And this is it.
And so we're doing kind of our internal kickoff. We're going to do this on Friday, and hopefully after those two conversations, we'll have an idea of what the work is, and kind of start block and tackling it and going down and standing something up so it works, and we can start testing it both with players and with friends and family and the whole thing. So
Friday we will outline what the goals are, what the constraints are, and then we design inside that space.
There you go.
And we'll go from there. So join us. It'll be fun.
Yeah, so this is a dev blog about the future thing that we're going to talk about in the future, and I guess we'll do another one with the post at some point, and when we're closer to releasing it, it's something that people can actually play. So
yeah, I mean, this is going to be, again, we're going to try to accelerate what this looks like to get this in people's hands, and so that we can just start the cycle of iteration. My thing always is get something out there as soon as you can, because everything you release, you learn something from.
There you go. So I guess that's it for us today. As always, you can play the game. It's on Steam. We released update 2 last week, which we should probably talk about. That was a
big update.
Big,
you know why?
Big giant update. Why was it a big update, Chad?
Because now I can dress as Guillaume the way I want to dress in my 1970s powder blue tux.
Yeah, the hey, I'm going to junior prom tux is what I like to think of that one as. It's real good.
That's how we dressed back then, man.
Look, I was in a musical group that wore 1970s era tuxedos well into the 90s, just because public school funding in Tennessee wasn't great. So I feel that pain. But the point is, progression's in. So there's a meta progression. 2 weeks of the battle pass are unlocked now, the Infinity Pass. If you are on Steam, you have that. If you bought the game, you should have access to it. If you don't, send us a bug report and we'll help you out. And it's $8 if you're a Game Pass player, basically. So
yeah, and we also have some emotes, some dances coming.
They'll unlock next week, I think.
Okay, is that it?
People
okay.
unlock.
Yeah, I gotta catch up.
Yeah, I've been
playing our private version, not our public version. I gotta get my public version up to snuff.
Yeah, same. We also did the first pass on animation changes for alien hit animations and hit reacts is in. Things like plasma rifle has been tweaked a little bit, so it feels a lot better to shoot. There's like the list of changes was like 4 feet long when I put it on the big vertical monitor.
I submitted bugs.
Chet fixed 3 voice lines as near as what he's been doing for the last month, as near as I can tell.
Added a lot of opportunities to say charger here. No.
There's 13 new charger here. Yeah. But there's a bunch of good stuff in there. Performance fixes on the consoles. A ton of other things. One of the next things we're focusing on is controller. We're working on controller defaults now, because we know that we need to do some work there, and would love feedback on that next, and we'll have more about that not in the not too distant future. But I guess I think that'll do it for us today. If you want to participate in the Discord challenge, you can go into the Discord, discord.gg/StrayBombay. There's an announcement that tells you where to go, but it's just go to the hashtag Discord-challenge channel and take a screenshot. You can take it with your phone if you want, of like the final screen that shows how many aliens you killed and that you didn't wipe. Those are the only two, because like realistically, if we allowed wipes, people could get to the end, get almost done, die, and just do the 5th level over and over again. It wouldn't be any fun for anybody. So that's why we're not allowing wipes. And then 9 a.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. UTC for the developer town hall about holdout mode on Friday.
Yeah, come join us. I'd really like to hear your feedback and your ideas around that mode.
Yeah, we want to hear, like, look, the best part about making a science fiction game is there's no idea that's off the table here. You know, if you want a weapon that's like archival AK-47s smacked on a turret, we'll listen to that feedback. We'll internalize that, and we'll put it in a document someplace where we may or may not act on it at some point in the future. But we'll listen.
But if you suggest trip mines,
what if it's a trip mine that fires AK-47s toward the middle of the thing? Yeah. See you all on Friday. Thanks for listening, everybody.